All right, guys, welcome back to FC Training. My name is Coach Thomas. Today, we're gonna walk through 10 exercises that'll help you improve your footwork. Let's go. All right, so as we get into the 10 exercises here, we're really looking at ball mastery, getting comfortable, not just using the inside of our foot, but using our laces when we dribble, using the outside of the foot, using the sole, which we tend to use a lot of times in game. So that ball mastery, again, we're trying to get comfortable so that when we get in those high pressure game situations, we're able to execute and we really don't have to think about it. So when we go through these 10 exercises here, it's gonna be scripted out. We're gonna be doing the same thing on repeat and then moving on to the next one. But when we get in game, the goal is that you're comfortable, you've gotten used to these exercises so that when that moment comes in game, if you're a midfielder and you're under pressure or a center back, striker, whatever it is, you're under that pressure and you don't have to think about it. Your body's able to use all parts of your feet. So let's get into exercise one. All right, so exercise one, we're gonna start out very simple. It's gonna be toe taps. So the best thing you can do is find a line and stay on that. So really the goal here, try to make the ball move as little as possible. So we can go for 50 reps. We can go a minute on, we can go a minute off. We can do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, whatever makes sense here. Again, we're just getting our sole on the ball and then we can hop to the other foot. Once we get comfortable, we speed it up and then we really get some quick feet in there. Anytime we go off from the line, that's okay. We just work back to the line. Now exercise two, we're gonna do inside of the foot, foundations, bells, TikToks. I've heard them called a lot of different things. All we're doing, inside of the foot, back and forth. Again, this is where it really helps to have a line that you can work off of so you know, okay? If my touch goes off, I need to work back again. We're just going back and forth. One habit you don't want to have though is getting your head stuck down. So trying to get that head up, you have a mistake, you work back. Really try to get that head up, even if it's just for a second, we're able to get that head up and see what's going on around us. Now on to number three, we're getting used to using the sole, the inside of our foot. Now what we'll do a sole drag, all right? We'll do a sole roll across our body. We're just rolling the ball like this. Start like this when we go slower. It's a little bit easier. Then we can get on a hop, get some sort of rhythm, and then we can start to speed it up, get our head up. We can look down whenever we need to. If we lose the ball, that's okay. We get it back and we go again. Now on to exercise number four. We're gonna stick with the same concept. We're gonna go with the sole, but now it's gonna be a sole roll into a stop. Sole roll into a stop with the inside of our opposite foot. So we speed it up, sole roll, stop, sole roll, stop, sole roll, stop. And then we can just start to really speed it up as we get comfortable. Again, working side to side. The goal here is just to get comfortable. Get comfortable doing different things on the ball. Then we can start to work. You can go directional. You can start to take touches, going in different spaces, get used to going in different angles. But again, it's really helpful just to have that line that you can work off of here. Exercise number five now, we'll go with the same concept again, using the sole, trying to get comfortable in these sorts of moments in game. So what you want to do now, we're gonna do 3 sole rolls in one direction, counter, and go 3 sole rolls in the other. So again, we roll, 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 and then you can stop at the end or just go straight in, roll, roll, roll. And then you can just start to pick it up. Can we try to keep these touches tight though? All right, we're rolling, rolling. We're not taking a big roll and a lot of steps. We're keeping it tight. We get nice, quick feet rolling over the ball here. So now we're already halfway done. We're gonna stick with the same concept for exercise number 6, get used to using the sole of our foot, something that a lot of players are not able to execute extremely well at a high level. So we're gonna get on the ball, go really what we did with number 1, the toe taps, face one direction, but now we're moving with it, okay? Now we bring the ball with us. Again, working across the line can really help. Again, we just get comfortable in these moments. If you're more of a beginner and you're struggling a little bit, you can just take it slower, all right? Maybe you need to roll it to start, and then you can get on a little hop. But really what you wanna see here is going at a consistent rhythm, nice, quick steps, keeping it calm, rhythm as we go through. Now we'll move on to number 7, change it up a little bit. We're gonna use a combination of some different surfaces of our feet now. We're gonna go into what's known as a V drag, a V turn, a V cut. Start with the ball on our left side. We're gonna use our right foot. Get the sole of our foot on that ball. We just pull back and push with the inside, okay? Now the ball is on our right side. We use our left foot, reaching across, sole, pull back, and then we push with our inside. So as we go, we can speed it up a little bit, but we want to keep this ball close to us. We don't want to be taking this touch and then have a massive touch that's going 30 yards. So we want to get this ball nice and tight to our body, start with one side, boom, get a little bit of a hop. As we go, we can turn and then push, really pivot on that plant foot there. So we go nice quick touches here. Try to get at a V angle. What we're imagining as we pull back is a defender is stepping in. We're pulling away as they step in, and then we're exiting out the other side. Now on to number 8, similar here. It's what we call the L drag, the L turn. So instead of this ball going to our left side and using our right foot, we're gonna get our outside foot on that ball. So it's on my left side. I use my left foot. Now instead of pulling the ball back and keeping it in front, it's just gonna go back behind my leg, and then I touch out the other direction. This one's really good when there's pressure coming on. Maybe you're a winger and you like to use this one. An outside back comes absolutely flying in, charging in like a bull. They fly in, we get away, we touch, and then boom, we go in the opposite direction, we drive end line. So we get this, we can start out slow like this, but again, we just get that ball behind that plant foot. We can get on a little hop once we get comfortable here, okay? Nice and light, nice and agile on our feet there. Now moving on to number 9, we'll throw in a little bit of a skill move. We're gonna work on a scissor, not a step over. So the outside of our foot is going to go in front around the ball, and then it's just a little touch with the opposite foot. And then again, we scissor, light touch. So when we speed it up, kind of looks like this. Okay, so nice and light on our feet there. Really, one thing that we need to do, try not to be standing straight up and having these straight legs going around the ball. You're not gonna have any explosiveness when you do that. So you really need to see a shoulder drop. When you go around this ball, we're planting and we're pushing. We plant and drop that shoulder and we push, okay? You can even hold on the outside for a second if you really wanna exaggerate that. So just getting comfortable, dropping that shoulder and push. All right, and last but not least, we got number 10. For those of you that have been challenged by this so far, that's great. Work on mastering all of these, save this video, do it a couple times a week. But there's also some of you that I'm sure you've kind of done some of these things before maybe something's new that you haven't done, but you're looking for more of a challenge. So if that's you, number 10 is just what you're looking for. So we're gonna combine several of the moves that we've done. We're gonna start with an L turn, go behind the leg, then we're gonna do a sole roll, 2 foundations inside the foot touches, back again. So that L turn, sole roll, touch, touch, L roll. So just getting comfortable right there. And if that's too challenging for you, I'm sure you can still do this. Just slow it down a little bit, all right? We can pull it behind that leg, we can touch, do the sole roll, touch, touch, and then pull behind again. But one thing, as we get comfortable here, and I tell my players almost every session, don't let your heels drop. So what I mean by that is if we're doing foundations or whatever here, if those heels are dropping and hitting the ground, as a soccer player, you're gonna struggle. You're not gonna have explosiveness. So really, we should be bouncing on our toes. Anytime those heels drop, it absorbs a lot of our momentum, a lot of our power, and we're not gonna have that explosiveness that we need in game. All right, so that'll do it. Those are 10 ball mastery exercises that you can do. It's something that you can go and do a specific session on that. You can do several rounds. You can challenge yourself. You can add in some different moves that maybe we can talk about later in a different video, or it's something that you can just do before training. Maybe you go out, you pick 3, 4, 5 of these moves, and you're gonna be working on finishing in that private session, that solo session. You can do this to get warmed up rather than spending 15, 20 minutes doing jogs and stretches, doing more of a technical activation with the ball. I'm nice and warmed up now. I'm ready to go for my session after this, but really look to do this several times a week, maybe once a week, just to get used to these different types of movements using different parts of our feet. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what challenged you. Maybe if you're looking for something a little bit more advanced, and make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, because I'll continue to post weekly content for you all. I'll catch you in the next video.